Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Colorado.
Yes.
So, all right, man. So yeah, Colorado, man, the biggest storyline in college football right now, and they keep it rolling. Like we saw in the preseason before, everybody's expecting them. Oh, they're gonna win like 3 to 4 games. They're gonna win like 3 to 4 games. Bro, they came out here, beat TCU, the National College Championship runner-up in week 1, and just beat the hell out of Nebraska in week 2 with new head coach, former Panthers head coach Matt Rule, who was prior a very, very successful the man, a very, very successful robber and head coach in college football. He robbed the Panthers of $40 million.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And he got out of there.
Man, I just want to say one thing about that game. Saturday, dude, I was watching it. I felt the energy in Colorado through the TV. I'm like, there's no way in hell there's no way they're losing this game. There's no way that they're losing this game.
Man, what you got on that, Jay?
I'll be completely honest. I didn't see them losing this game at all. Right? They got way too much sauce, way too much momentum. With Nebraska talking that talk, and Primetime not the one that you talk that talk to. And, they coming off a good W against TCU in week 1. I don't know, the Colorado team look good, but it's still too early to sit here and, glorify 2 W's, in college football. Like, okay, it's something, it's a nice little storyline. But I'm not going, I'm not going to be in awe over 2 W's, especially against a Nebraska team ran by Mr. Rule. I ain't falling for it, but it's a good W, and I love the storyline. Primetime Dion doing his thing along with Sanders. So, I'm still neutral with it. What you got? I'm still neutral.
All right, so I'll say this: it's not even the fact that they're winning; it's the way that they're winning. So. Mm-hmm. The way that they come out, they're prepared for every game. Like when you listen to Coach Prime, like talk about his players, he knows how to motivate his players. He knows how to scheme, and he's surrounded himself with like the coordinators they need. So they play Colorado State this weekend, so they're gonna be 3-0.
Yeah, right.
I know that they're not gonna be downplaying anybody that coming up just because. Prime practices hard as a player. He always keeps his teams prepared. He always keeps everybody motivated. So, I mean, I know you're like it's 2-0, but that's a big deal. They have six top 25 teams coming up on their schedule. So,
Dude, I just hope they can stay undefeated until they reach USC and vice versa. The same thing. USC stays undefeated. Dude, that'd be like major. You think of all the SEC you think of all the big time SEC matchups and Big Ten matchups that happen. That will far exceed all of those if USC and Colorado match up both undefeated, highly ranked teams.
So, that'd be major.
So if Caleb Williams plays against Saunders and both teams are undefeated, and Sanders beats him.
Woo. Oh yeah, he's jumping him for sure.
I'm just saying.
Woo. Oh, that's kind of like a scenario with the who was it? Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. But I mean, Joel didn't play, but it was like kind of one of those things. It's like, all right, they got a primetime matchup, the 2 MVP front runners. Let's see who wins this game. Let's see who wins this game. Joel didn't even play, bro.
I ain't gonna never forgive him for that, bro.
Man, we can't talk about Embiid, man. On this channel, not yet. Got a lot. That'll take too much time talking about your 76ers on here, man.
Okay. All right. So next thing, rolling in college football, or they're not rolling so hard anymore, and that's the Roll Tide going down to the Horns, 34-24. Man. So I had this game on the schedule. You know, I was peeping. I remember last year. So last year, this matchup, Texas should have won, but
Yep.
this was the game where I learned Bryce Young was really that dude. Just him willing his team, getting his team down in
Yeah.
the final 2 minutes of the game, getting them in field goal range. I was like, damn, Bryce is noise, and they edged that one out. And now we have Texas coming back for revenge. I mean, it's like this. It's like the Texas story just builds up every year, and then it's just underwhelming every time. But this year they have a Heisman hopeful and QN Ewers. They have their team built up, and they're ranked up high in Texas. The Horns took down the Roll Tide, man. Which thank goodness, bro. God, get Bama out of here, bro. Damn, somebody get them out of here, bro. Goodness. And I'm glad it's somebody out of conference too that finally beat Bama in the regular season, bro. Boys, fellas, what y'all got on that?
I'm with you on that. I'm ready for Roll Tide to just get stumped out by everybody.
Everybody, bro.
I mean,
all the pain they cause Georgia fans.
I want them to suffer, man.
I'm mad that I pulled my pick back last week, man. I should have. Yeah, I was picking Texas, but then I didn't even realize they were playing in Texas. I thought they were playing in Alabama. So, honestly, I thought Bama's gonna lose, man. They could lose 3 games this year.
Who? Oh, right, exactly.
Bama could lose 3 games this year.
They could. I actually watched some of that game. They look. They just look uncertain. Like they're not playing with the same confidence and swagger that we're so used to seeing all these years. You know, NCAA championships. You know, going in and just taking out teams 50-7. It was absurd to see a team score against Bama. But this Texas game, they wanted their head. They smell blood.
Oh yeah, they did. Absolutely.
Yeah, they smell blood and they played like it. I'm happy to see the head coach for Bama. He looked frustrated over there.
Save.
Yeah, he looked frustrated at
it's like you deserve this.
He looked frustrated after the third and definitely was frustrated in the fourth quarter. But on another note, I'm gonna turn it to you, Uncle D. On another note, I mean, Texas ain't look that good though. They ain't look like they was, like they was it. You know what I'm saying? They look like, they got some stuff to clean up. But I mean, for Bama to lose that game against a team that I mean, Texas ain't on UGA level. I mean, even Ohio State looked good too. I'm serious. Ohio State looked good.
Ohio State didn't look good the first week against Indiana.
Week. Yeah, but I mean, they ain't play nobody. But
I was about to say Ohio State played like high school team or something this week, right?
Yeah, they ain't play nobody, so of course they look good. But all
you do look good.
I think Texas still look slightly above average, but I'll take the W over Roll Tide any day, anytime. Go ahead, D.
But I'm just saying, all right. So Texas didn't look good. You're saying. But they look good enough to beat an Alabama team that has been the best team in college football over the last 15 years, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably the first time that Coach Saban is going to have to actually coach a team without a Heisman caliber quarterback within the last, 8 years, 9 years?
Yeah.
So he's going to have to actually coach. So since he didn't pick up people in the transfer portal and all that stuff, all these old heads.
So
understanding what to do with the portal, like they're losing talent.
Yeah. So question about that. So that's the notion with Dabo Swinney. It's like he's not liking the NIL thing. Yeah. He's not liking the transfer portal. Now I didn't hear about Nick Saban in this. Is Nick Saban is he old head in the same way a lot?
Nick Saban is tap dancing around it, but when they first started announcing NIL, Nick Saban was not a big proponent of it. He's trying to use it and trying to backpedal into it now, but you can see the programs that are embracing it and that are improving. Like Texas money is long.
Oh, bro, dude, they're going in the next 5 years, 3, 4, 5 years. They're buying the championship. They will have a championship. It's going to happen.
I mean, their money is long. Those programs are embracing transfer portal and understanding like it's a different day and age, man. And if I'm gonna go play in Alabama or I'm gonna go play in LA and go to USC or something, you know,
and
like,
get a rack
and get a rack and make your money, or you can go to Texas and make your money and not pay taxes on it. So I mean, these kids are making money. It is what it is.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. And then you see the correlation. It's like you look at USC and Texas, their programs, historically good college football programs that have been starved for like national recognition, like being in the top where they were before. I mean, you look at USC and Texas, and they had Pitch Young, freaking Matt Leinart back in those days, Cush Bush and whatnot. I mean, USC were good. They were good for a few years after that, and they fell off. And then Texas, they haven't been the same since they lost Colt McCoy. You know what I'm saying? So, and they're bringing in the Manning boy, the Manning nephew.
Yeah,
like he's just sitting ready. He's sitting ready to play. And the player right now is Quinn Ewers, the Heisman candidate. So, hey man, we're gonna see the power turn, bro. It's crazy.
Bama need to do something because that quarterback they got now, man, he got a long way to go, bro.
Man,
very long way. Very long way to go.
That dude is going behind
Bryce Jones,
Tua,
Jalen Hurts.
Yo, it's the same situation with the quarterback of Clemson. Those dudes are falling out legends, you know. So
they better step up.
They fell out. You said they fell out the top 25. D.
Man, yeah. R.I.P. Clemson. I mean, they might be back, but they fell out. Even though they won. But I mean, other teams actually played better than Clemson. Yeah. But with this schedule, man, in the ACC, Clemson could probably win the next 8 games either way.
They chopping up. They playing what?
I feel like they're definitely going to be a team much like last year that just gets better as the year goes on. You know, I mean, like we said, we're looking at what they're going with, what's happening right now. But Dabo Swinney can still coach a football team.
Yeah, he can coach a football team, man. But what would happen if they would have kept DJ? DJ out there chopping them up.
Yeah, he's balling. He's balling right now.
Come on, man. So it is what it is.
So yeah, man, this stuff heating up already, boy. You see the hands. FSU down there. FSU is like what? They're number 3, number 4 right now.
Number 3.
Number 3. And Texas jumped in the top 5.
Yeah. You got your Dogs is number 1.
Yes, sir.
Wolverines number 2, and then FSU. So
nice.
So we'll see, man. It's shaping up to be a pretty nice season so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right, guys.